sure that we are live and direct. Are we live right now? Getting ready to go live. Let me just check to make sure everything is up to date. And looks like our connection is live. All right, listen. Greetings, everybody. So I want to do some vibe coding with you today. I want to show you how to use AI, the power of AI. Now, I'm going to talk about the business model canvas later on, showing you what you need to do. You need to start understanding the concept of a business model canvas and then leveraging it with AI, because AI is the way it's advancing right now. You either get on board or you're going to be left behind, because there's so many tools that you can create with AI, application, website, you name it, whatever you can think about, you can create it. Now you need to know how to monetize it, how to strategize, because you can create stuff, but it's useless. Or you can actually create products and services that you can sell for productivity, that you can scale and you can leverage, and so on. So listen, this is what I'm going to talk to you about. All right. So let me get to the vibe coding. So let me switch my screen. All right. Let me stop sharing this right here. And then let's bring up the, let's share the screen that I wanted to share. So we're going to do some vibe coding live and direct. I'm going to show you what vibe coding is. Vibe coding is leveraging AI to do the heavy lifting for you, to create the apps, to create the tools, to create a website, to create any application that you want to create, all using websites. So let's do some vibe coding. Let's start with, I'm going to use two applications today. So I'm going to use the first application I'm going to use is Gen AI. So just give me one moment here so I can organize myself here, right? Because listen, welcome to the future. The future is AI. If you're not using AI, you are going to be cooked, like they say, right? You're going to be cooked, because either you're going to let AI cook for you, or AI is going to cook you, right? So that's the terminology that we're using in these AI streets. So give me one moment. I'm just situating myself here so I can show you the power of AI and how you can leverage it to create different types of what do you call it? Whatever you want to create, right? So, all right, let me share my screen now, right? Welcome to the future. The future is in the present. So let me share my screen. This is one of the screen that I'm going to share. Let me just minimize the audio here. All right, so here's my screen here. Hopefully you can see the screen. Let me go back here and then let's go share screen. Okay, so let me see, what am I seeing? Okay, perfect. So now, okay, let's go back. Okay, so this is what I'm going to share. So this is what we're going to do, right? I'm going to put in a prompt. Here's a prompt, right? So we're going to create a fitness game today. So here's the prompt that we're going to do. We're using a platform called Gen Spark, right? So we're doing vibe coding. AI is going to do the heavy lifting for us. Now watch this. We're doing this in real time. You've got to pay attention to what's going on. If you're not paying attention, this is going to catch up to you later on, and you're going to realize, man, I should have started using these tools when it was still accessible. So look at this. I'm going to create a health and fitness game, right? Let's call it health and fitness adventure game. So it's going to be a single player game. And then here's the instruction. This is what we call a prompt, right? So this is the prompt that I'm giving the AI, right? I want to create a single player game, side scrolling web-based game focusing on health and fitness and nutrition. And then these are the instructions. So this is what you call a prompt. This is all you need to do. You got to have a prompt, right? And then I'm going to hit enter, right? And then, right, watch this, right? So here we go. I'm happy to create. So the AI machine is going to work. So it's telling me, okay, before I create this, blah, 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 this will take several minutes. No problem. Let's go. Let's say proceed. Yeah, go ahead and create this in real time. We're going to let AI cook. So now this is creating, right? So here we go. This is where the magic happens, as they say. So you see, so now it's doing all the heavy lifting. It's creating the app. It's coding. I'm not doing anything, right? As you can see here, I'm going to move my screen. I'm going to move my hand, right? Right? As you can see here, can you all see me? Hopefully y'all can see me, right? I'm moving my hand. It's busy. It's getting busy. It's doing all the work on your behalf. This is what you call AI. Now, in less than 10 minutes, we're going to have a fully functioning game, right? Because remember, I gave it the instruction. Listen, you need to start paying attention to this technology, because you see, everything is changing so fast. Companies like Shopify, they're changing their hiring process, right? In terms of how they hire, right? Now they're focusing more on AI. They're an AI native company now. So before they hire externally, right? Before they go and hire, see, one of the policies that Shopify just introduced is, hey, before you hire, try to do it with AI first. Attempt to do whatever it is, whatever task that you're hiring for, do it with AI first. So listen, there's going to be a lot of uh, I don't want to say layoffs or shift, whatever it is. So you have to be prepared with what's going on. You got to know how to use this technology, and you got to learn how to use it now. So let me come back to it. Right, we're gonna let it cook. Right, while it's cooking, right, I'm gonna stop the screen sharing. I'm gonna come back here. And then, so let me come back here. So now listen, I'm going to show you some examples that I've did for clients, right? While the AI is cooking on the background, because you see, you can let it code while you're doing something else, while you're doing other things at the same time, right? So let me show you some examples of what I've been doing for clients, right? So here is an example. So this is what I built for this client. Right, so let's go here. Right, so hopefully you can see me again. Can you see me? Let's switch here. Okay, there we go. So this is what I built for this client, right? This client has a business, right? They help people get into the African market, business owners. So I was able to build an online assessment platform for them, right? So let me show you how the online assessment platform is, right? So they have services that they offer. So this is what I built with AI. It took less than 10 minutes to build this. Now watch this. So I'm gonna just, right? So it's an assessment platform. So let's just go with everything here. It's a questionnaire, right? So basically you're screening your clients or your customers, right? And then it's going to give them a result at the end. So I'm just going to go through it quickly so I can show you what it is. So basically it's an assessment platform that screens your customers, right? You can ask the question, and then when I hit submit, here we go. So you see, it gives them a final summary. So this website here, the client has, they do business in Africa, so they help individuals who are trying to get into the African market. They're helping them with legal stuff, with legal paperwork, with translation services, and so on. So they wanted me to build an online assessment platform to automate the whole process. So I was able to build this for them. So this is a way of lead generation, right? So instead of emailing your customers back and forth, just build an assessment to get to know your customers, to see what it is that they want, how much they know about your service, or how much they know about what they are trying to get into. So this is what we're able to build with AI in less than 10 minutes, right? So boom, boom here, boom. And then once they hit, it will take them back to their main website. This is the power of AI. This is what you can build with AI. So if you're not using AI, what are you really doing? Because AI is the future, is the present, and is the future. It's going to be embedded in everything that you do. A lot of these companies, they're just waiting until they can refine AI for their purposes. And you're going to see there's going to be a shift in how people work, right? So this was one of the platform or assessment that I was able to build for a client in less than 10 minutes, right? So that's why, listen, you have to start understanding how to leverage AI in whatever it is that you're doing. So listen, I'm going to leave my link below, right? Because I'm going to start doing some workshops, some training, right? So if you want to contact me for one-on-one training to learn how to use this platform for your own, in your own business, in your occupation, in your community, in whatever it is that you're doing, because these AIs are becoming very useful, right? Because listen, let's go back to what I was showing you, right? I think it's almost finished here, because we're doing live coding. Boom, let me go back here. There, look at that. Our game is ready. Whew. Look at this, right? Let me make sure you can see my screen, right? So let me share the screen. So, and then let me go back here. Boom, here is our game. Remember, it took less than what? 10 minutes, right? Here's the prompt that I gave it. Create a health and fitness game, right? So now let's see if it's gonna, this is the moment of truth. We're gonna click to see it's gonna work. Boom, look, ooh, it's working, right? It's working, it's working, it's working. Okay, let's see here, right? Let me go. I'm gonna maximize it. I'm gonna go to full page, right? So let me stop this for a second here. Let me come back here, because we're doing this live in real time. I'm not editing anything. I'm showing you the power of AI, what you can do with AI. Okay, so because we built a game looking health and fitness game. So let me share my screen again. The name of the game is called FitQuest. right? Is it called? Yeah, Fit Quest. Okay, so here's the game that we just built right now. Okay, so here it is in less than 10 minutes. So it tells you how to play. How do you play? Okay, let's just go click. Okay, how to play. Use arrows or key screen button to move up and jump. Okay, so we're gonna use that. Collect healthy items, avoid unhealthy items, complete levels to learn health facts and improve your wellness, right? So complete levels to learn health facts and improve your, okay, so got it. So let's go. So how does it work, right? Okay, so let's go here. So where you go? Okay, so we move forward. Okay, all right, so there it is. That's a burger, so we don't want any burger, right? Okay, so let's go back here. Let's jump. Let's see if is it gonna jump. Is it gonna jump? Is it gonna jump? Is it gonna jump? Okay, so it's not jumping yet, right? But you see, it's functional, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to the AI and tell it, hey, AI, uh, fix it because it's not jumping. As I believe it was supposed to jump. Let's see here, my right. But I'm just showing you what you can build with AI. This is in less than 10 minutes, right? Because you can build educational game. You can build. Okay, so let's stop this, right? We're gonna go back to the AI and say, hey, AI, fix this because the game is functional, but it's not working properly, right? So let me go back to AI. All right, let me share my screen again here. Okay, so we're gonna share our screen. Let's go back here, and then let me go share screen. No, not this. No, this is not. Is this what I wanted to share? Yeah. Okay, so this is what I wanted to share. So let's go back and prompt it and say the game is not working. It's not working properly. So the game is not working properly. Fix it, right? So this is all prompting, right? So all you got to do is you just prompt it, right? You just prompt it. That's all you got to do, right? The game is not working properly. You just say fix it, right? And then we hit enter again, and then we're gonna let it cook, right? We're gonna let it do it, right? Because you have to communicate with it. You have to, all right? You have to tell the AI what's going on. So we have the game. It created the first version, but the only thing is, right? It's not functioning as we wanted it. So we're gonna let the AI cook. So here tells you apologize. The game is not working properly. Let me analyze issues and fix them. I will create an improved version with better functionality. So now it's thinking, right? Listen, this is all AI. How long do you think it would take you to try to come up with something like this, right? So now let me stop this screen. I'm going to show you. Let me go back here. Let me show you some other tools that I've used, right? That I've built for clients, right? So let me share another screen. What else have I built for a client that I can show you? So this is something else that I built for a client. I was able to build a business model, right? There we go, right here. So this is a business model canvas generator. So I built this for a client, right? Look at this. So you can go here, and I use AI to build this, right? Less than 10 minutes, or this was like less than 30 minutes. Now, listen, this is all what you call vibe coding. You don't need any technical skills. You don't need you don't need to know, you don't have to have any background skills, or any tech skills. You just need to learn how to leverage AI, how to communicate with AI, how to use these tools. So this is what I built for another client, right? Business model canvas. So this one I used another platform called Manus. So watch this, right? You can go here, right? You can enter the name of your business, all right? When you enter the name of your business and so on, and then you can hit preview business. There we go, right? There we go, right here. So it gives you like a business model canvas preview of your business. So this is something that I was able to build for a client. Right now, this looks similar to, right? Let me go back here. No, this is all AI. As I show, I didn't code anything, right? I didn't have to. So let me actually stop this. Let me show you something else that I built. Right? There was a credit game that I just recently built. I built the credit game yesterday. Let me show you the credit score game that I built yesterday. Let me share that screen. There we go. So this is the credit score game that I built yesterday, right? All with AI. So let me go start your journey, right? Let me go select here. So this is a credit score, a FICO credit score game that I built yesterday with all AI. Look at this, right? I just gave it a prompt and then it was able to build. So with this game, you can do, right? It's like a credit score simulator game, right? This is your account. So people that want to learn about credit, right? And it's functional, right? Because watch this. If I apply for a credit card, right, your credit score is going to change, right? If I pay bills, right, your credit score is going to change. So this is like a credit score simulator game for people that want to learn about credit, right? And I built this all with the power of AI, leveraging. Listen, I want you to start thinking what you can do with AI, because if you're not using AI, those that know how to use AI have a competitive advantage over you, right? Because now you have to compete with those that know how to use AI. You have to compete with AI itself. You have to compete with web developers. You have to compete with graphic designers. You're competing with everybody. And now that AI is in the play, now you're competing with AI. You can't compete with AI. AI operates 24/7. How could you compete with something that's always running 24/7, right? So you need to be on top. You need to be on top of your game and start understanding how to play the game. So let's go back to our game. Let's see here, right? Listen, I'm doing this live. I'm not editing anything. I want to show you the power of AI, because a lot of people are not paying attention to what's going on, right? You're being distracted with the small details. You're not looking at the bigger picture with what's going on with AI, right? Very soon, all the employers are going to be they're going to be integrating AI in their workforce. So let's see here. Let's go back to our game. Let's see if it fixed our game, right? Because remember, there was some error. There was an error. The game wasn't working properly. So I asked it to fix it. So did it fix it? Okay. So let's see here. Okay. This is just the new one. Okay. Okay. So it works. Looks like, did I see something? I saw something jumping there. Did it work? Okay. So let's see here. Okay, okay, so just give me 1 second here. Let me go back full screen. Let's start. All right. Okay, so yeah, all right. So let me share the screen again. Let me come back here. I'm gonna share the screen to the new game. So it looks like the new game is working now. Fit Quest, is it this one? Okay, I think it's this one. Okay, so all right, let's try it. Okay, so you see it there, it's working, right? Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, 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 okay. So remember, I was creating a fitness game, right? A fitness game that helps people to. But look at this. This is basic. But how long do you think it would take you to create something like this, right? But now you can start thinking about the opportunity, right? Where you can create different types of game, educational game, to, it could be cultural game. I don't know what type of game over, right? But I'm just giving you an example. Your energy has depleted, right? So I'm giving you an example of what's possible, right? I was creating a health and fitness game, right? So let's see here. Let me see if I can jump on top of it. There you go. There you go. Right. So, right. Look at that. So it's a health and fitness game. So basically, it's to get people to eat healthy and all that. See, you can, with AI, it's all about your imagination, right? Depending on what industry you're in, because I'm just showing you what's possible, right? I'm just showing you what's possible and what you can do with this technology, right? So now it's really up to you. The ball's on your court. What can you do with this technology, right? So this is why I was showing you this. Let me go back here. This is what I was talking about in terms of, you have to start understanding your business model now, right? What is your business model? Is it, let me go back here, right? Is it sharing? Yeah. So you see, you have to start understanding this, because now you can leverage AI to create a business model out of the application or the web app that you've just created, right? So now you got to ask yourself, okay, what is my value proposition? What is it that I'm trying to create? What is the purpose of it? Who's my customer segment, right? How am I going to distribute this new game or this new tool? And then the revenue stream, right? So you have to start looking at it. Okay, use AI. Now, look at this, key partners. So you can start using these AI platforms as your key partners, right? You can build with these AI tools, you can work with them, they can build apps, they can build application, they can build a language app for you, they can build whatever you want to build. See, it's all about your imagination. Whatever industry you're in, you know the tools that's needed in that industry, right? Whatever niche that you're in, whatever occupation that you're in, you know what type of tool, you know what type of structure that's needed. It could be web app, I don't know, right? Because you see, because I'm in the space, in the finance space, right? This is why I use, okay, let me stop sharing the screen, right? This is why I'm always building these educational game when it comes to credit, right? So here is one game that I was able to build. So let me go back here to the credit game here, right? Right. So depending on what industry you're in, so you know your industry. So I'm using it to build these educational game about credit, right? Showing people how to leverage their credit, how to manage their credit, how to understand the credit system, the credit algorithm, right? And this game, it took less than 10 minutes, right? So this is a FICO game, a credit game simulator, right? Where people actually, it simulates your whole financial situation, right? So in terms of, okay, check your credit, you can apply for credit, right? So every time apply for credit, you lose point, right? And then you can go on to next month. Look at that, right? Pre-approved for credit. Okay, apply for credit, right? So, and then you go on to next month and next month, right? So it's up to 36 months, so up to 3 years. So it gives you a simulator for up to 3 years that you can play around with it, right? Pay your bills, right? So for people that don't understand or don't have the knowledge of what credit is, this is a simulator game that can help them to play around with their credit. So this is the power of AI. This is what I wanted to show you, right? As I said, if you need training, I'm going to leave my link below. Contact me for one-on-one training. What is it that you want to create? It's all about vibe coding. That's why they call it vibe coding. The AI is doing all the heavy lifting for you. You don't have to do the heavy lifting, right? You give it the idea. Okay, what is it that you want to create? What do you want to see? You want to create a website, an app, you want to create something simple, something sophisticated, right? What is it that you want to create? AI is here to help you materialize or, bring about that vision, right? You give it the vision, it will materialize it. It will, right? It will give you something tangible that you can now work with. So this is the power of AI. As I said, I'm going to be doing some training. Or if you want to contact me for one-on-one, right? What industry you're in? What are you trying to create? You want to create an online assessment form for your business? You want to create a web game? You want to create an educational game? AI is here. You don't have to learn coding. You don't have to be you don't have to be tech savvy. You just need to know how to leverage the tools, how to communicate with it. And this is where I come in. I show you how to prompt it, because remember, it's all about prompt, right? You have to have the right prompt so you can get the right outcome. Without the prompt, if you don't know how to prompt it, you're going to get a vague result, right? Because you see, let me show you. This is the prompt, right? You have to know how to prompt the AI. So you see, I gave it a very specific prompt. I was very specific in my prompt in terms of what I want out of this game, right? I was trying to create a health and fitness adventure game, right? So I told it, create a single player side scrolling web-based game focused on health, fitness, and nutrition. The gameplay should be right, similar in concept to, right? So I gave it I was very specific. So I can show you how to refine, how to restructure your prompt, right? How to organize your prompt and so on. So, and I'll show you how to use these tools, how to understand it, because it works on a credit, it works on a credit, what do you call it? It consumes credit basically, right? So you want to make sure that you are that you are utilizing your credit wisely, right? Because some of them are free, but some of them are also paid. So listen, this is the new era that we're entering in, and you got to be ready. You got to be prepared, right? What else? I think I'm going to end it here. So as I said, if you want to contact me for one-on-one training, the link is going to be below. I have some workshops that are going to be coming up showing you how to leverage AI, how to let AI do all the heavy lifting for you while you focus on your business, you focus on your health, you focus on your family, right? You can be doing, you're going about your days, and the AI is doing all the heavy lifting for you on the background so you can get the result that you're looking for. So listen, I'm out of here. I'm going to see you all next video. I am out. Peace.